Art Focus is a program about the brightest and the most current developments in the fields of art and cultural life in the country and in the world. It is a report about the greatest cultural events like musical concerts, festivals, art exhibitions and theater premieres. You will be able to visit the most interesting theater sets as well as workshops of famous artists, and you will also get acquainted with the best art representatives and learn the secrets of their crafts together with the Art Focus program. Art Focus is always in the focus of the brightest events.
The international specialized exhibition Expo 2017 threw its doors open in the capital of the Republic. On the first day, it was visited by approximately 17,000 people. The brightest object of the expo is Kazakhstan's national pavilion, Nuralem. This is the largest sphere-shaped construction in the world, which represents the Museum of Future Energy. The Nuralem acquaints its guests with the history, nature, culture and national features of Kazakhstan. Whole unexplored worlds have been located here. While visiting them, it is possible to see the wind dancing, the plants coming to life, feel the power of water and set off for space. I've come from Moscow on purpose to visit the expo. And I want to say that it is a pleasure to spend time here because you are surrounded by many people smiling to you. They are pleased and happy. The weather is nice. There are a lot of volunteers who are really friendly, responsive. If you need something, they will help. My personal view is that all my friends living in Moscow should come to the expo at least for a weekend. Everything is so beautiful here. I hope that the exhibition worthily represents Kazakhstan, and I would like to express my immense respect to the organizers of this event. Expo is not only about alternative energy sources, it is also a holiday of art and cultures of the whole world. Here are presented pavilions of 115 states. These are the exotisms of Southeast Asia and also keepers of antiquity, India and China, Europe, countries of Africa, the Caribbean Basin, Latin and North America, the Middle East. In fact, the exhibition covers all the corners of the world, and each of them represents own traditions, music, dances, cuisine and way of life.
Assalamualaikum. It's my first time expo, my first experience, so I'm really excited about this, and I felt something strange because this Kazakhstan people looks like foreigner people, looks like Asian people. It's a surprise for me. This cultural exchange is really good to everyone in Expo because we can show our own culture and also we take them the other country's culture. This can be opportunity to make world is one.
What I really like about this exhibition is that here is no necessity to go for traveling and spend a lot of money on it, and even just to go to another country, because it is possible to see all the interesting stuff here at the Expo 2017. The cultural calendar is replete with a variety of events. Daily in the territory of the complex there is an opportunity to watch performances by Kazakh artists, as well as an enthralling innovative show. All these events are exclusive and have been created specifically for Expo 2017.
I think for us it's very different. I don't know, so for us it's kind of like future land here somehow, so it's all very clean and shiny, but it's really interesting to see something different, experience another place where we can perform. They're lovely, they're so very responsive and yeah, giving us so much energy. Wow.
Architecture and everything, it's so modern and different from the European cities, so that's very, very interesting for us.
The daily cultural program of Expo 2017 is rounded off with the show Symphony of the Great Steppe. This inimitable mass musical and choreographic production reflects the multifaceted history of the Kazakh people, from mythological creation of the world to the present day. Astana Opera Theatre is one of the main pearls adorning the capital of Kazakhstan. On June 21, 2013, the Opera House inaugurated its first season, and by the autumn of the same year, its world premiere had occurred. The State Opera and Joly House, situated on the left shore of the Ishin River, amazes by its magnificence. The total area of the building itself is 64,000 square meters. About 3,000 square meters of them are occupied by the stage area. The main hall of the theater will seat 1,250 people. Astana Opera impresses not only with its scale but also with architectural elegance. The initiator of the construction of Astana Opera was our president, Nursultan Nazarbayev, and Italian architect Renato Archetti helped him to put that idea into practice. If you pay attention to the walls and floor, you'll see that they are made from Sicilian marble shipped from Italy. If you go to the main hall, you will notice that there everything is Italianate. Our hall resembles the hall of Teatro alla Scala located in Milan. Here also the national color presented by the Kazakh ornaments. Behind the main hall there are a set decoration department and scene shop. All this covers an area of 3,000 square meters. We have a wardrobe department and sewing shop in which costumes are made to each artist's individual measurements. About 800 staff members work in our theater. Each production is an enormous amount of work done by artists as well as by those who remain backstage. After all, the stage and hall is just a small part of the theater, and the main act takes place where spectators are usually not supposed to be. The process of working on any production is rather complex. Thus, it starts approximately 4 months before the opening night. Let's take for instance choosing fabric. We do not simply go to the market and buy a cloth there. We gradually clean the needed fabrics from all possible places. Next come manufacture and fabric dyeing. A costume designer may choose a color that does not exist, but is very likely to look great on stage, taking into account stage lighting. It is essential to ensure that the audience can watch what pleases them. The whole work begins with a libretto and general concept. And then a stage director, set designer, costume designer, lighting designer, and even video production designer set to work. And even though we are at the most beautiful theaters of the world, still new technology trends dictate specific requirements for the work on staging. Thus, sometimes we are in need of experts not belonging to theater. Soon the 4th season will be finished, but we will not wait for the 250th one to astonish our audience, because they definitely will not wait for 50 years to see some phenomena. We must work on it today. During the past 4 seasons, the audiences have watched operas by Giacomo Puccini and Giuseppe Verdi. Also, the premieres of Kazakh opera staging Abay and Jibek have taken place. The repertoire of the theater has been enriched by such productions as Sleeping Beauty, Spartacus, Romeo and Juliet, and Swan Lake. The admirers of ballet have been pleased with Karagos, Nutcracker, The Fontaine of Bakhchisarai, Notre Dame de Paris, and Manon. Many world-famous artists have performed on the stage of Astana Opera, among them maestros of San Carlo Theatre located in Naples and La Scala in Milan. We are waiting for our friends from the La Scala Opera House. When they had come for the first time, our theater was still new. We just tried to work on something, but they already felt majestic. However, when they came to us for technical testing not so long time ago and saw our current organization, they realized that they came to a different theater. If you take into consideration technical equipment of our theater, it is in no way inferior but even surpasses many theaters all over the world. And it is without mentioning its dimension. For instance, the stage size is 2,500 square meters. They can only dream of it. Modern painting has gone through a centuries-old evolutionary process, from rock drawings to the latest trends of the 21st century. Fine art masterpieces adorn many museums throughout the world, where by artworks it is possible to trace the development of civilization, and the names of great artists remain in the hearts of descendants. Today, the guest of our program is painter Dauren Kosteyev, who will tell us about his creative life. When I came into the world, of course my parents often told that I am grandson of a famous painter Abulhan Kosteyev, the father of the Kazakh fine art. I was proud of it. And of course, since my childhood, I absorbed this atmosphere. I went to exhibitions, studied books. Quite often painters came to visit us. My parents and relatives always admired my grandfather's character, since he was very kind and even couldn't argue. My granddad was a workaholic. He got up early in the morning and right away set about painting or went to the mountains for sketching. Undoubtedly, it had played a certain role and awakened in me a desire to draw. Actually, I liked to paint when I was a child, but nobody pressured me to become an artist. Quite the contrary, I was told that if I was really interested in painting, then I should be engaged in it, but if not, so in this case I should master a new sphere of activity. Anyway, everything happened to me naturally. I entered the National College of Art. Then I studied at the Kazakh National Academy of Arts named after Turgenev, at the Faculty of Monumental Painting. I began working, and step by step I was carried away by it. I like painting. It excites me, thrills me, and I cannot imagine that my life might be different. I think that each person engaged in creativity, of course, wants to be recognized. Maybe for some people it is important to a lesser degree, but for others this aim is indeed the top priority. In my opinion, one should do what gives pleasure, and only time will tell what he or she is really like. It is highly important to be honest with oneself in relation to art. The main dream of any artist is the thing when you make something creative that people like. They value you for your work, and on top of everything, you get money for that. It is great when all these things come together. In fact, people are such creatures that are always not satisfied with what they have. They need more, and they are constantly not happy with something. As for me, when I paint a picture, I am dissatisfied with it all the time either. I haven't created a painting about which I could say, wow, good job. There is not such a work, but I am not satisfied with real shortcomings. I see all of them. I know what I need to aspire to, what I should work on, and how to develop. So I can say that dissatisfaction is the engine of progress. In addition to painting, I have been engaged in book illustrating for 15 years. I really like it too. Book illustration is not so well developed in Kazakhstan, though there are finest illustrators in our country. I wish our work were valued more. Anyway, I work a lot in this direction, and I do it with pleasure. Concerning a piece of advice to young painters, those who really want to pursue this path, I can say that the main thing is self-belief. It's truly important because sometimes there are moments when it might seem to you that drawing, painting are needed to no one, but it is hardly the time, or this is a crisis at that period of time. But if a person works at self-improvement, develops own skills and improves understanding of life from the point of view of an artist, then I think everything will work out, but it will not be easy. The main thing is belief in oneself, and of course, one has to work hard. I'd like to congratulate our capital with its big holiday. Astana represents indeed impressive architectural designs and interesting creative projects. And it's heartening to see that. I wish Astana to stay a great cultural center and keep developing in this direction, and also to be known all over the world.